Alright, come on in. Hit the like button. Think about subscribing if you're ready. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. But most importantly, welcome to the Viking family. So I just got back theater from about a couple hours ago. This is the brand new 2000 review for the 2025 new John Wick spin-off film called Ballerina. Now here is the plot of the specific one. Taking place during the events of John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum, this follows Eve Marcaro, who is beginning her training in the assassin tradition of the Ruska Roma. Now here's some of the cast. Okay, so I was honestly worried about how this would be. In my opinion, the series spinoff has too many issues, and the spinoffs, in general, when it comes to films, tend to not go always well, in my personal opinion. But I actually really love this film and hope for sequels, which, from what my stepdad told me, between the time I got home and about now, in a text, he said that there is going to be a sequel. So that's awesome. I definitely could see this being a worthy, so far, a worthy sequel. Or not a sequel, but three films. I forgot what the exact version thing is called. Sorry, my mouth is going to work. But the actress was fantastic, and I know her name and I recognize her. I just don't, off the top of my head, know what else she's been in other than that James Bond film. But the action was pretty much the same level as the second and third John Wick. What you would expect from a John Wick franchise, because they went up and up. But this is more of the, it goes on as the level of the second one and up. But started to get turned up on the notch levels of at a certain point as it goes on. It definitely has a build up to it, and it gets really, really cool. And there is a whole scene, I won't spoil it for you, but it's what sunk the whole movie feeling for me, that I actually just like, yep, I'm actually really loving this film. It's one of the last action sequences in there, and it's big, and it's like the only one that has been spread out quite a bit like they did with the other films, where it would get obnoxious, but it wasn't obnoxious in this one because it was so freaking cool. Honestly, the best part of the film, and also the best thing I've seen in any of the John Wick franchises when it comes to the action sequences. I will give credit where credit is due. John Wick's by Keanu Reeves, realistic and actual physical training and stunt training is fantastic in all his films. Also, the films of the fourth one specifically had that one overhead shot of all the rooms, and it was a continuous one. Those are pretty cool, but that specific scene in this film definitely was really, really badass, and it took it so up notches with that. Now, people will complain. She seems not the actress, but the character of her that she plays seems too weak. Which I honestly was starting to think at first, just like, oh, are they going to do that? But no, she's in her early 20s, and she was, as the description says, she was, just getting out of training, and she is not a veteran like anyone else. Obviously, she's not a veteran, and she's definitely not compared to John Wick. So you can't compare him, John Wick, Keanu Reeves is John Wick, to her character. You shouldn't be doing that in general, but this is definitely a successful successor for, in my opinion, of the John Wick franchise. But here is my ready now come back with my thoughts. Such a fantastic film, in my strong opinion. A film worthy of being attached to the John Wick franchise. Again, my mouth is dry and acting weird. Clearly, you can't beat the OG films, but I personally like this better than the John Wick 4. For me, personally, in my opinion, it goes from best to worst. Is John Wick 1, 2, 3, Ballerina, 4, and then, of course, the series franchise spinoff, or prequel, technically what it was, a spinoff, but still. But anyways, remember, I love you all. Please stay safe. Spread the love, most importantly. Skull.